Hi, Denise. Welcome. How are you? Hey, Dimps. Welcome, ladies. How was your day? Denise, all the way from Trinidad. I love it. Hi, Shirley. Hot in Trinidad, I bet. Thankfully, we've cooled off a little bit in Virginia. I'm doing well. I can't complain, y'all. No complaints. We're gonna give it a little bit here to give us some time to get some in. Tonight is just a little chat. Lifestyle management. Hi there. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Oh, nice 80s. We like 80s. You like 70s too? They're going to be coming soon. Hi, Brandina. Yeah, it was a gorgeous day. There were lots of clouds, but not cloudy. It was a beautiful day. So I love that. Always happy when it's not raining. Where's everybody from? I see Michigan. I see Trinidad. I know where some of you are from. Hey, Joyce Patterson. Birmingham. Hot. Hot. Are we hot in Alabama? Hey, Joyce E. An awesome day here in Virginia. Love that. Very hot. I, we've had some really hot days in July, a little bit in August, and I think we're cooling off a little bit. Of course, that can change. But for this week, it has been a bit cooler. So it feels really nice and I'm enjoying that. So, Philadelphia in the house, the city of brotherly love. I love it. I love it. Where's everybody else? So far, I think Trinidad is the furthest away. Hi, India. Welcome. Chestertown, Maryland. I don't think I've ever been to Chestertown. What's it near? I've been a lot of places in Maryland. I don't think I've been to Chestertown. Tonight is just a little chat. It has been a while since I've done a live chat. Um, so I wanted to have a little bit of a departure from the typical content and just talk to you all. I appreciate that you all support this channel in the way that you do. And I just wanted to just talk a little bit. Hey, Tina, so blessed. Hey, Rhonda. Welcome back, ladies. You all were with me last night. Thanks for being back tonight. Tonight's a little bit different. But just want to just see where things are with you all. I'm not a counselor. That's not what this is. But I'm concerned about people. I like that like to know that people are okay and, doing the very best that we can. There's been weather related things going on, as we know, climate changing and all kinds of things going on, and people experiencing life. And, we go through things. And I'm appreciative that this group here, this community here is supportive. North side of the Bay Bridge. Okay, okay. That gives me a little bit of parameters there. Yeah, so we can talk about fashion, we can talk about cooking, we can talk about all kinds of things, you know. So this platform, of course, as you know, is primarily fashion. I think this tonight will fall kind of under the lifestyle portion of what I call lifestyle here on the channel. Typically, that is, I throw a little bit of home decor in that mix. I throw a little bit of whatever travel things we do, those kinds of things into the lifestyle space. And some DIY. Got a few DIY. Well, I won't say a few. I have a couple of DIY projects on the menu. And when I do those, I will share those. And those are fashion related primarily. We'll get those in front of you. Any fashion questions, anything that I can help with from that perspective. Eastern Shore, yes, 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 yes. Anything that you see that I do that you have a question about, anything that you see that I do that doesn't make sense. I mean, what can I answer for you in the space of fashion? I get several questions in email form. So I thought that if for those that are asking questions in the email, some of you might also have the same question and may not reach out via email. So, what might that look like if you have anything in that regard? Also, if you are in need of t-shirts or um, kind of if you need cups or things like that that you're having an event for or a family event or anything like that, Demps Designs is on here and she creates those things in that space. Demps, if you want to leave your information, feel free to do that. And you all, I have a couple of t-shirts from her. Good quality. The workmanship is good. They wear well. They launder well. I had no issues with those. So if that's something that you need, and I've seen several of hers that, of course, things I didn't purchase, but other things that she's done. Um, so feel free to reach out to her. So last night, for those of you that were on the live sale, I am in process of getting your invoices to you. If you have not yet received yours, don't worry, it's coming. You know the typical time frame, it is gonna be coming. So we'll be working on that again after the live to get those out to you. So some of you will get those tonight. Brandina, you want to see some outfits with flats is what I'm understanding. I do periodically wear flats. I can create some outfits with flats. I can do that. That would of course lean more casual. So yeah, I'll put that on my to-dos and we'll get that out for you. If there's some other type of video you all would like to see, in that regard. Um, I know there's some teachers here, and with fall coming up, I'm actually planning to do some outfits in that space, probably leaning more toward the middle high school age group. I think elementary is probably a bit more casual. Hi, BGT5, welcome back. So that's kind of what I am planning to do for fall at some point. School is starting to go back here in the area. I know some of the North Carolina schools have gone back. Um, so yeah, we're going to be getting those done. What else? What else? We're not going to be here long tonight. Just wanted to, like I said, do this in this format to just change it up a little bit and touch base with you all and see how I can assist and see if you have any questions for me that I might can assist you with. I think the last time we did a chat, it was probably in the winter. It's been a while. Hi there, Levon. Welcome back. How was your day? If you all will give me, tell me where you're from. I know where a lot of you are already, but just give me give me the state. It's kind of like to see where we are nationwide. A few items for men. Camps, what are you asking for? Florida, yeah. What specifically are you asking? Um, Hi Ella. ATL in the house. A couple of you from Atlanta. Joyce McCoy, elementary school. Hi, Dolores. Teachers, yes. Belts, wallets, handkerchief, dress shirt. Damps. What you trying to take me out of my comfort zone? North Charleston. So are you looking for something for men specifically? Or are you asking for you want me to incorporate that into looks? Clarify that for me. Outerwear in the closet sale. Yes. So last night when I mentioned that I was going to do another sale from my closet, yes, I will be doing that. I need to thin that space out. So um probably mid to maybe late September. Um Somewhere in there. I'll give you plenty of notice. But somewhere in there. So that will include wraps, shawls, some 3/4 length jackets. You've been here, you've seen what my fall looks like. There may be some short leather, faux leather in there. But yeah, we can do that. So that will be coming. What was that? Toronto. Let me put my glasses on. Is that Herman? Herman? Welcome. Hey, Shara. Welcome back from Jacksonville. Now, for me, that would need to be a pretty long shirt, Demps, for me to convert that into a dress. And I say that because, unless I get crafty and do a DIY with that, I say that because I typically don't show my knees, just kind of as a thing. If you saw, I did a couple of days of white. I had on a white shirt dress. That's about as high as I'm gonna get in a knee length anything. So whatever that length was there, that's kind of that's what that would be. So I don't know that I could find a shirt that long, unless maybe I could go to big and tall and find tall there, but um we'll see. We'll see. I might could do the pocket square situation. I might can give you something in that regard. 6'2", so I imagine how long the shirt have to be for me. Yeah, I think we'll see. We'll see. Use the ring to gather the dress. Where did you get the ring and how did you gather? Let me show you what Joyce is asking. She's asking about I did a gather, pull up some fullness on a dress. Let me show you what that is. Oh, let's see here. So I had on a blue dress. It might be easier to see on this one. When it comes to the rings, it only needs to be something round. I got you, Dents. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Shirley. Yeah, we'll have more of that similar style. All right, so let's assume this is your top. This is a dress. It's a dress. And let's say I want to pull, let's just say I want to do something decorative right here. This is the ring. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It does need to, you do need to determine the size of your ring to determine how big your design on your dress is going to be or your top or whatever. But you can use any size ring. This one's metal. This is plastic. I'm going to use the plastic. So you pretty much just take your, let me unzip here. Hold up your piece. Uh-oh, I left out a key part. Hold on. Hold. The other part of this is I use these little ponytail ties. It's a little stretchy, but you can use a rubber band. These are the two components. So wherever you decide you want your design to be, and I did this because that dress is very long. And for the shoe that I had on, it didn't raise it up off the ground quite far enough. So I just wanted to pull it up a little bit. But it's also great for just pulling in some fullness if you've got a top or a dress that's a little full. So just take your band and you're going to take your ring, and on the inside of your piece, I'm sorry, on the outside of your piece, put it wherever you want it. This may not be centered perfectly, but put it where you want the design, like so. And then just turn it over to get your circle. Just take your band and just wrap it around. Of course, the more times you wrap it, the tighter it will look on the outside. That's it. And then when you turn it over, let me move that down. I had that too high. It wasn't gonna go right there. Let's see. So then when you turn it over with the band, that creates your design. It's not it's a design. It's basically ruching. This is one part. You see this hole here, that open space there? That is because I only wrapped it twice. If I go ahead and wrap it a third time, it's gonna make it even tighter. And it's gonna pull in more and get rid of that hole. So it really just depends on what you want to see in that space. You kind of pull on it a little bit and flatten it out to give you what that looks like. Most of the time, I would use that kind of as a side detail. You can put it here like so. You could use it in the back of your shirt. Lots of possibilities. But it's just as simple as that. The bigger the ring, of course, the wider this is going to be. If you have a smaller ring, that's going to make it a little bit smaller. I hope that helps to just give you some opportunity to be a little creative with your pieces. Even if you don't need to pull in fullness, it's a great way to just add a little bit of interest. All right, Joyce. Ella has a closet full of clothes. Not the ring off the shower curtain. Dimps. Creativity at its best. There you go. You're welcome. Ideas on how to purge and keeping what works the most because not everything I wear. What part of what last night's sale was about, Ella, was some of that. I try to, and I've recently made a decision to not have my coats, my outerwear in this closet. So I recently took those pieces out. And the reason for that was I could better utilize that closet. There's a closet here. I could better utilize that closet, which is now for handbags. I think the easiest thing to do, regardless of the size of your space, is really focus on what your style is. And for the things that you have access to day, are those things creating the style you want to see when you look in the mirror? If you're wearing things, or not even wearing, if you have things in your closet that you never touch, first determine why you never touch them. But if you're just passing them by year after year after year, they probably are not going to serve you at all. I feel like things are either too big, too small, you don't like it, you don't like the color, you don't like the style. If it's any of those things. Now for fit, if it's too big or too small, unless you plan to gain weight, and I don't know many people that choose to do that without cause. If you're not going to lose weight, and for that yellow dress that I got rid of last night, I absolutely love that dress. I tried to wear it about 3 weeks ago and I put it on. I could have, but I would not have left home in what that dress looked like. And I'm not going to lose that amount of weight in a reasonable amount of time for me to wear it. So I got rid of it. So I make that determination based on just how it fits. So size, color, style, or you just don't like it anymore because our style evolves. It just depends on how long you've had something. And it's if it's no use to you, it's taking up valuable space that you could use for something that you really do love, enjoy, and will wear. I also will remove things based on how much of something I have, which is why I will be having the outerwear sale because I do have a lot of outerwear. I like all of it. I can keep all of it, but I don't need to keep all of it. So typically what I do throughout the year a couple times is I pull certain things out and I donate them. The sale last night was different in that way, but in just trying to get rid of some things. Because I really do, with the exception of the outerwear, I really do want to keep 99% of what I have in this space. I don't want to go to another room to get a nothing. I don't want to do that. And because I have the opportunity to have this, I really want to try and maintain it in that way. But when it comes to purging, I typically use those things to just kind of guide me through. And I like things where I can see them. If I'm starting to lose pieces in between things, then that means I need to make some adjustment. Um, it helps me to have things categorized. So I have the blazers together, dresses together, and so on. So in that way, I can see what I have, and it's just easier for me to get dressed. And when I find that the hangers are getting tight, it's time for me to just kind of let some things go. So that kind of helps. That's kind of what I do. Can you put can you add lace to the hem of a skirt or dress to make it longer? Or a piece of material that is of the colors of the dress or skirt. I don't wear sleeveless blouses in public. BGT, adding, I would, and then this is very personal, okay, in terms of my style. I wouldn't add lace to the hem of a dress that does not have lace on it already, with the exception maybe, um it depends on if you can make that lace. For me, if I can make that lace have some, turn it into a peplum. If I can make the lace a peplum, then I would probably consider it in that regard, but I wouldn't just make the lace just go around the bottom of the hem. That's for me. It can be done. Yes, you can do that. But I feel like if I'm going to extend a hemline with something, I want that something to have some interest so that it looks like it was intentional. It would look like the dress was bought that way versus looking like you just threw some lace on the bottom of a dress. And same with the piece of fabric. If it's not lace, I think as long as you can get it on there, give it some interest, and it looks like it was meant to be there, then absolutely you can definitely do that. Same with the sleeve. If you wanted to create a sleeveless turn a sleeveless dress into having a pretty lace sleeve, I would say if you're just going to do the sleeves, make that sleeve become something special. You're going to add it, you have the opportunity to select what it is, then why not just make that be something really, really pretty as that addition? That's the only thing I would add with regard to that. That's what I would do. All right, that was my personal. That was the personal. Yeah, yeah. You can, we can embellish anything, and I think I think as long as it's done with some thought, um, and that the color scheme works, I think that's totally fine. Go for the style. Go for the peplum. Go for a ruffle. Go for something that's going to add interest. Yeah, that's all. But yes, can you do it? Absolutely. Um, so when I mentioned earlier that I don't wear my hemline above the knee, I have puffy knees. I've had puffy knees for a long time. Now I don't know when they puffed, but I do. And it's I can't even say it's age related. They've been a little puffy for a while. Um so I work around that. Now there are clearly some moments where my knees have shown. If I wear a knee length short, my knees are going to show. That just feels different than having on a short dress or a short skirt. And you've seen a couple pair of shorts. I don't have a lot of shorts. I need more shorts. I need more knee length shorts. But the ones, if you've seen those, they stop just above the knee. And you can, if you're looking at my knees, you can see a little puffy. But I am not making them stand out, is what I'm saying. So if that extension is going to make you feel more comfortable in that garment, then absolutely that's what you do, for sure. Yeah. Yes, those you can get those rings anywhere. Well, in a lot of places. Joanne Fabric, Walmart, you might can find them at like in the sewing section of, I don't know, places that sell needle and thread. Some like a Dollar General or something like that might have them as well. God did make us all different. He absolutely did. And because of that, that's why we don't or shouldn't compare ourselves to other people. It's because we have our own unique physiques, identities. Now we can in a lot of instances, probably in most, control what that physique looks like. We know those things that are our friends and those things that are not. I've made no bones about it. I absolutely enjoy food. So if I enjoyed it somewhat less, I could possibly be somewhat smaller. But we try to work with what we have in the best way we can. And that's what I tend to do. Do what works. Absolutely. Yeah, these things, I don't know. I don't recall. I have this metal ring here. Oh, I just now, in sitting looking at this, realized where this ring came from. It was on a handbag. And I recently took it off. I'm pretty sure this is on a handbag. I recently took it off. Um, so yeah, that's where that came from, which is what that is. I believe this was from a scarf purchase. I think that's what that is. But it can be any kind of ring. But you should be able to definitely find it at Walmart or at your local fabric store. Ella, that's what it's all about. What works for you. Shirley, I see your request for more DIYs. Is there anything specific that you'd like to see? Because my DIYs are typically out of, I won't call it necessity because it's not, but usually I'm trying to create something that I don't have. Like the last, I created a choker a little bit ago, a few weeks ago, because I didn't have a silver choker that had some bling to it. So I made one from a belt. But if you're looking for something specific, let me know. And we'll see what we can do. I'm actually planning to haven't quite pulled the plan or the material or anything like that together just yet, but I'm actually considering making a handbag. That's on my to-do list. We'll see how that goes. Um, but I've been thinking about that for a while. I have a need for what I think I'm trying to create. That's not true. It's not a need. It's a want. I want a certain thing, and I think I'm gonna try to DIY it. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Shirley. You said jewelry DIY. I'm working on some things. I am working on a few things. That announcement is coming down the road, little bit down the road. Um, but I'll definitely share that. Oh, alive making a handbag. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on a minute. Typically when I do things like that, it's pre-recorded versus live. I mean, I would have to have a dry run first before I bring it live. Cause doing it in the moment, um, I don't know how that would go. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, chain belts and buckles. There is so much on the market with regard to creating DIY pieces. And the thing I love about that is nobody else is going to have it. So whatever you create is going to be an original piece. It may be inspired by something, but you're creating something from your belt. Nobody else is going to have that piece. So that's amazing. I love that. Damn, you taking me out here into spaces I won't plan on going. But we'll see. I'll let you know though. We'll see how that goes because I'm doing it because I'm trying to create a specific shape, not so much the style, not so much that I need another. Now y'all know I don't need another bag, but I want a specific shape. So that's what I'm going for there. But yeah, we have to do a whole dry run before we took that live. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I encourage you all to play in your closets. Um, I my best friend at home, best friend, she's been my best friend for oh Lord. It's been a very long time. We're probably pushing up on about we should be pushing about 47 or 8 years. Um, and when we get together, we try on clothes. It's just that girl thing to do. It's that sister girl thing to do. And it's just a lot of fun just to create some looks, try some things. I encourage you to get in your closets and just try your things on. One, so that you know what you can still wear before you decide to wear it. Because had I put that yellow dress on thinking that I was going to something specific with that yellow dress, I would have been in for a rude awakening because it was small. I mentioned last night that I had that yellow dress in an Instagram post from some time ago, and I wore it with fuchsia. I wore that yellow dress. Hang on. with this bag and these shoes. So if you are on Instagram and you want to go back and find it so that you know what you're looking for, it would be with these two pieces. But when I went to put it on a couple of weeks ago, that was a great big no. So it's on its way to its new owner really, really soon. We will see. Yeah, so now I'll be on the hunt for another yellow dress because that's my only true yellow dress. So I'll need to replace that. And it may not be. It just depends on what I run into between now and then, but it may not be until next year, spring or summer, that I do so. But I will surely be looking for that. Oh, Shirley has signed on to a live handbag situation. Oh, well, thank you, Dimps, for the motivation and the inspiration and the encouragement. I appreciate that. Thank you. We'll see. We'll see. You're welcome, Ella. Joyce, you saw the Instagram post today? Yeah. So when I start to replace things, I could probably find that dress in a bigger size. Now, when I got the dress and I've worn it several times, it was fine. Something has changed. And I know the culprit is ice cream. The culprit is ice cream. I'll just put it out there. Um, but when I look for another yellow dress, I won't get that one again. I will look for something with a little bit different style. Awesome, Joyce. Thanks for following over there. I appreciate that. For those of you that are on Instagram, I'm Angela's Fashion Mix on Instagram as well. Some of what you see there, most of what you see there, you've probably seen here in a short, but I post more short videos here than I do post on Instagram. So you're seeing more of my day to day here. And then I'm rebuilding Instagram. I was off there for a while, so I'm just playing catch up over there. Yeah, that's what it is. Any any other thoughts, questions, suggestions? Thank you, Dimps. You're not supposed to be working tonight, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Are you all seeing my notifications? Are you set up for notifications? How about that? Are you all seeing, are you just happening upon my content, or are you actually being notified? A lot of, I've seen some comments that subscribers are saying, I'm glad you're back. Welcome back. I've missed seeing you, this, that, and whatever. And I know it's the algorithm in terms of what you may or may not be seeing. Um, but I'm here on the regular, a couple times a week, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, depending on how many shorts I do. But you are, if you are set up for your notifications by hitting the notification bell, you will know when I am on live or when I post a video. You can get an email notification that lets you know that I am on, that I have posted something. Also with thumbs up, if you'll hit those thumbs up on the videos, that is great. That lets YouTube know you like that content. I appreciate those of you that are hitting that button on a regular. And for those of you that are sharing and bringing your friends and family along with Angela's Fashion Mix. I appreciate that. Thank you all so much for that. Love to see that. All right. Hi there, Miss E. Yes to the bling. Hey, Denise. Welcome back. Yeah, YouTube has something going on sometimes totally outside of our control. But that's what that is. It's not that I'm not here. It's just there are things go on sometimes and we just have to deal with those things. And Tina, I do see your comments and I try to respond. With regard to the comments, I don't hit every single one every single time. But I try to batch my responses and just hit some videos, hit some comments, let you all know I am still over here. um, so it won't necessarily be every single comment, but I do read the comments. I read all of the comments. So even if you didn't hear back from me, please do know that I saw that. Um, and sometimes I don't get in a response. I appreciate you leaving the comments, Tina. Thank you so much for that. You forgot? What? Well, I'm glad you popped in. Thank you. You all, I mentioned maybe a year or so ago that I have a drawer of pieces like so. I have buttons, I have brooches, I have beads, all kinds of things in this little drawer. I have pieces from bracelets, I have pieces from necklaces. If you're a DIYer, then you probably hold on to certain things. But if you are not a DIYer, you still should hold on to some things. You may not need a drawer, you might need something else. But those pieces can come in handy when you are wanting something different. And Miss E just said that she is working on some blazers. What did I see? She's going to bling a couple of blazers using buttons and old jewelry pieces. A great way to utilize those pieces. To repurpose them, I have added, I'm not in my chair, my regular chair. My regular chair that I sit in. Some time ago, I showed you all that I purchased the chair and it had it's a tufted chair. And it was missing, there are three, yeah, there were three um attachments on the that were supposed to be on the chair. I thrifted the chair. I got it at a thrift store. And there are two, there's one missing, but I liked the chair. I brought the chair home and once I cleaned it all up and sprayed it and did all the things to it, when I brought the chair in here, I opened my drawer of pieces and I have three pieces from a broken bracelet that I replaced those. What's the word? I'm missing the word. Those pieces. I had three of them and I took off the two and added my three. So I now have a little bit of bling on my chair from bracelet pieces. Um, I've done a lot of things like that. I've added pieces to handbags from broken bracelets or necklaces. So don't get rid of things that you think you might can use. Now, how big of a collection you're going to have of things that break, who knows? But if it's something substantial, you might have a purpose for it at some point in the future. If there's a decorative piece on a handbag that you have, you want to replace that, you might can do that with the piece from something that you had before. So I encourage that. Great way to do a DIY. And adding pieces to a blazer, what better way to customize a blazer than to add some pieces to it? Jewelry. She said she saved everything. So there's always going to be an abundance. Dimps, I'm sure you have some things just at your disposal as well. Craft things and extra pieces just available. So let me mention with regard to the notifications and my posting. And my typical post days are Wednesday and Sunday, depending on my schedule. If I cannot get it in on Wednesday, I go to the Thursday for the post, but I still put it in around the same time. If I can't get it in on Sunday, then I go to Monday and it's still around the same time. I'm trying to move that time back up, how about just earlier to, I'm working on trying to get that done a bit earlier. Part of the delay is the time that I create the video or get it finished, getting it edited. But some of that delay is also however long it takes for YouTube to approve the video. So if there is music in my video, even if it's music that YouTube allows me to use, I still wait to get that approved before I post that video. Now, of course, I have no control over what that time is. What that time is from the time I submit it to it getting an approval for me to make it public. So that causes some of that delay as well. So you all have been watching whatever day I posted on, but I really want to bring the time earlier into the evening. So I'm trying to make that a real commitment over the next few months to try to make that happen. So instead of you seeing it at 10 or 11 o'clock at night, hopefully we can bring that to maybe somewhere between 7 and 8. That is what my goal is. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. I think it's going to take some time to do it, but that's what we want to do. Oh, Miss E, how awesome. Creativity absolutely is awesome. And yet, again, one of the reasons to do so is that you have something. I think there's a certain level of pride in knowing you created something and it's all yours. It's all yours. Oh, inspired by my DIYs. I have made, and I'm actually going to be making some more coming up. How many of you saw the flower pin DIY? I'm going to be making some more of those. I love brooches, and I have some that I created. I've turned some earrings like oversized ring earrings, circular. I've turned those into brooches. You can buy the pin backs to attach them to your item to be able to pin it on. So find your own special pieces to add some things to your looks to just enhance it a little bit. All kinds of things to do. Awesome, Joyce. Denise, Demps, I can't imagine the machines that you that you have. I've seen some of them, but I just have a sewing machine, and we're gonna roll with that. We're gonna roll with that. So that keeps things moving enough. If I was to purchase another machine, it would be a serger. I think that would I think I would really find that very useful. So I don't have that. I've never owned a serger, but if I'm going to buy anything else, that's what it would be. We'll see. We'll see. Any other questions? Any comments? Any thoughts? What we have? They will work. I haven't seen. What I. Okay, slow down. Do you all remember there were when I was vertical in the lives, we had a ton of trolls just all throughout. Denise and Demps were on it, and I was in it trying to make things better. But I found the horizontal version works way better. Um, and for a while, I couldn't do the horizontal for whatever reason. And once I went back to one day, one of the lives, I decided, I'm going to try the horizontal again. And when I did, I was like, oh, it was quiet. That I was like, oh, okay, this is good. But that vertical orientation, that becomes work. But to the moderators, you all are doing an awesome job. Hey, Debbie, where you been? Hey there. I hope your son's having a better day today as well. That was a great report last night. Oh, Joyce, thank you. That warms my heart. Debbie, we're just hanging out. We've been just chit chatting. That's all. Chit chatting. We've talked about DIYs. We've talked about purging the closet. We've talked about creating pieces to add some embellishments to our looks. Vertical makes you work, Lord. That's awesome, Debbie. That is a great report. Prayerfully, his recovery will be mind blowing to the doctors, and he is back to 100 really soon. Really soon. Bringing the shopping to our homes. BGT, I've heard that comment several times about being able to shop at home. Somebody said that they were just excited to be able to sit in the middle of their bed and shop. Wherever you are shopping from, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Getting those darts together, I usually measure. I just over time just decided to just measure to make sure they were good. But yeah, they can be tedious. Debbie got a sewing room, y'all. She be working overtime. I tell you, that is awesome. Not the devil. Darts are it's that balance from side to side. Even marking them, it's that balance, I tell you. With regard to the moderators, and in part it is commendable. I appreciate you all so very much. You know that. Because you're here to shop. You're not here to do that like that. I had no idea it would be a thing like it was at one point. But I tell you, because it's distracting. Everyone having different realms of creativity. Absolutely. Um, I received a gift a few weeks ago, and from a subscriber. I didn't show that. Let me show you that. What if we're talking about creativity? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do that another time. It was, I think I moved it trying to do the sale in here last night, and I can't immediately see it. That's not good. But I will try to show that at another time. It was, and I don't know what it would be called outside of it's drawing in ink of my initials. Intricate detail. It was absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna show it at some point. Um, and so very creative. And I was in awe when I opened the package, like, oh my goodness. Um, but whether you're making flower pins or you're creating pieces for your blazers with your brooches, whatever it is that you do, whatever your hobby is, if you don't have a hobby, you're looking for a hobby, whatever you ladies do, enjoy it. Enjoy those things. I think a lot of times we're all busy. We're doing something. I Some of the busiest people I know are retired. But we're busy. But I encourage you to process the things that you spend time doing. I think sometimes we want to hurry up and get this thing done so we can get to the next thing and then to the next thing. But enjoy whatever that thing is you're working on as if there is nothing else that you could possibly be giving your attention to for the time that you can do that. If that's something that you can do, enjoy it, because I think that helps us. I think it helps relieve stress. So we know stress is not our friend. So in whatever way you can find to minimize your stress level, try to focus on that. I want to live a long time. I want to live a long healthy life, a long healthy happy life, a long happy healthy enjoyable life, all of that. And so to minimize stress is a way to help in that regard. So whatever you can find to do, enjoy that. If it's reading, if it's writing, a lot of you may journal. If it is gardening, if it's cooking, if it's sewing, if it's DIYing, if it's looking at your clothes in your closet, if it's spending time with your family and your friends, be in the moment of whatever those things are that you're doing. Because life can be so very short. We know that. And things can change in such a quick moment in time. We know that. So, for whatever is occupying your time and attention, try to really give it that when it can bring some peace to your space, when it can bring joy to your space, and when it can bring calm to your space, so that we can control those things that we can control. Because there are so many things that distract us, that cause aggravation, cause stress, cause confusion, all these things. So if you can find some joy in whatever that thing is, do that. Do that. Do it regularly. Wherever you can find, and I mentioned in a prior video, and this is one space that I had to learn to bring some calm and some slow down to my schedule. If I can, between a 10 o'clock appointment and a 4 o'clock appointment, and if I need to do it, I will take a nap. It can be 45 minutes. I set my alarm, I get up, and I continue with my day. Now, that's not something obviously that I do every day, but it is something that I have learned to incorporate into my schedule when I feel I'm getting run down. If I feel like, girl, you need to not do that thing tomorrow. You just need to sit down. We need to do those things. And it may not be a nap. You may just need to sit by the window and look at the trees outside because they're there. God created them and they are beautiful. Whatever it is to just bring some attention to your space. I think that's going to help us find some balance, find a place of just comfort. Life is to be enjoyed. And whatever those things are, people try to define what those things are for us a lot of times. You should be doing this, you should be doing that this way. That's not right, whatever. Those things are for us to identify, for us personally, and enjoy those things. So if we can do that, I think that's all going to help us be here a long time. I don't know how I got way over there, but that's where we went. Find your peace. Find your peace. What grandma say? Well, amen. Denise, you're doing a wonderful job. I've told you and tried to express that to you. You are doing amazing. You and Demps you're on it. You are on it. Demps, hey. Also, Carmen, hi there. Lavon, if my husband, and for those of you that don't know and didn't hear the story, the reason that you even see me at all is because of my husband. I started my Instagram channel, my Instagram page, I don't know, a few years ago. It was probably during COVID. And I was doing that. I thought I was doing okay over there. And it was at my husband's encouragement that I started this YouTube channel. It took some doing, it took some talking, it took some bringing it up here and bringing it up until I finally said, okay, I'll give it a try and we'll see what happens. And I kind of put some time limit on it and said, if this hasn't happened by whenever, I'm not doing it anymore. Well, that was 2.5 years ago. He is the reason that you all get your sale items as quickly as you do. He's very hands-on, and it's not just with this stuff. I mean, that's who he is. He's very hands-on. Um, he's a helper. He does things that help make my life easier. And with these sales, he is the one you see me handing those things off. I'm handing them off to him. Um, He's helping me pull the things to get the invoices done. He's in it. He's so I will let him know that you made mention of that. And yes, he is absolutely awesome. We're rolling up on 31 years in a few weeks that we've been married. And this is what he has done for 31 years. Is whatever he can to make my life easier and my days smoother, and y'all will be amazed. I don't take it for granted. I do not. But he's my guy. He is my man. He's mine. Yes, he is. That's who he is. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. Mr. Angela's husband. Oh boy. That is funny. All right. We are just over an hour here. If you all are good, we will bring this to a close. Thank you all for spending this time with me. I appreciate it. And we'll plan to be back on Sunday. Thank you, India. I appreciate that. 31 years is a lot. Denise, my parents were married for 62 years when my dad passed. My husband's parents, I don't have the exact number, but they had been married for more than 40 years when his father passed away. We got a long way to go. We got a long way to go. But I would do it again without a doubt. 31 years is a lot of years. We've been together for 34, around 34 years. Um, so here we are. Amen, Shirley. Amen to that. Take nothing for granted. Ladies, thank you. And I will look, I'm planning to post a short tomorrow. 7 years in April. Congratulations. That's awesome. That is pretty awesome. Absolutely. It was 7 in April, or it'll be 7 next year. Either way, that is pretty awesome. I love that. One thing I didn't mention in the area of things that take our time is children. Our daughter's 25, so um not children anymore. So but for those of you that still have young children and your children are still at home, and that is taking um a large part of your time raising children, especially, uh take those moments. Just take you, they don't typically just come. You do have to take time for you, for the two of you, however it goes. But do take that time to do that for you. Oh my goodness, Shirley, I'm sorry to hear that. 42 years. Amen. Wow. Prayers for your heart. Prayers for your heart for sure. I can't imagine. I my closest experience with that is when my dad passed and watching my mom after that. That's different territory right there. So prayers for you. Absolutely. Hey, success. What did you miss? Oh my goodness. Well, just to recap, we talked about DIYs, we talked about self care with regard to finding your peace and your joy and the happy things that bring that calm to your space and avoiding stress. And we talked about some DIYs and the things that we can do to add and embellish our clothing. We talked about um, what we talked about being creative. We talked about oh goodness, what did we talk about? We talked about purging the closet. We talked about how to stay on top of that with regard to getting rid of things that we either don't like, don't want, can't wear, too big, too small, wrong style, all of those things. If they're in your closet and that meets any of those things, get them out of there so that the space that you have is for things that you love and will enjoy day to day. All right. We told where we're from. Not everyone did. If you want to share where you're from, we did that. Um, let's see. Oh, we talked about whether or not I'm gonna create a handbag with Demps live. We'll see how that goes, but I do plan to create a handbag, and we'll get to that. Also, if you have a suggestion for a video that you would like to see, let me know. We'll add it to the list. What I have so far is uh content for teachers for fall, outfits with flats, and DIYs. That's what we have. If there's something you think you want to see, let me know. I am sure, Shirley, that's hard. That is very hard. Ninth grade, just enter high school and kindergarten. Well, all right. All right. Oh, we talked about me getting a serger. I think if I'm going to buy a piece of equipment, that's what it would be for projects and things like that. Heard today I need two styles, a wrap dress and a shirt dress. Don't have either of those. You heard that today, Debbie? Wrap dresses. Let me hit that for a second. For wrap dresses, when I did the body types, wrap dresses was one of those styles that I think most body types will can wear because it one helps create a waistline of sorts. A lot of them do come with self belts, but that wrap style dress is very figure flattering. If you have a stomach, you can wear it. If you have hips, you can wear it. If you have a larger bust, you can wear it. If you have a smaller bust, medium sized bust, you can wear it. I think a wrap dress is one of the most flattering styles that will accommodate a lot of body types. And a shirt dress. Shirt dresses are so very versatile because you can dress them up or dress it down. And they come in different lengths. You can get a cute denim shirt dress, or you can get a silky shirt dress. It just depends on what your needs are, but they are very versatile. I absolutely love a shirt dress. Blessed beyond measure. Amen. Shapewear. Recommended shapewear. I did a shapewear video a while ago. I have most days I don't wear shapewear. I guess it's time for me to go because we're having some issues again. Okay, we're back, it seems. Most days I don't wear shapewear. I don't like the feel of it. I don't like um it's just an extra piece. I wear shapewear when I'm wearing something fitted. Primarily. Most of the time, if I have on a skirt or a dress, I have on a slip. I still wear slips. I have them in different colors. I have them in different sizes. And that ain't what I meant. In different lengths. Um, yeah, a little blip there, Dimps. Crazy. So that helps me, I think, not have to be concerned about shapewear as much. Um, but if something is going to cling to me, I'm going to have shapewear and I'm going to have on a slip. The slip is just going to create that flow between the skin and the fabric so that that fabric is just going to roll off of my body and not cling to me. So we avoid that. I'm hippie. I've mentioned it before. I don't talk about that space very often. Y'all know we don't talk about the hips, but I am. And it really just depends on how my piece looks when I look in the mirror. And if I need shapewear, I'll put it on. If I don't, I don't. But I will typically have on a slip. I prefer a one piece because I don't want anything to roll. I don't want to pull on it. I don't want to have to pull it up. I don't want to do anything. I want to put it on. The one piece I have has straps and it comes just below, I'm sorry, just above my knee. I'm actually I'm not looking. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not looking. I need to get one that comes to just above my ankle. That's would be my next piece. So that when I'm wearing pants, um, I will have it for that. But the one piece I prefer because I don't have to do anything. I don't like fooling with my clothes. If I stand up, I will pull my dress down, make sure it's smooth behind. I don't want to be pulling and tugging and and doing all those things with my clothing. I feel the same way about my shapewear. Um, furthermore, I don't want things squeezing the life out of me. I don't want that. The shapewear I have, Joyce, you're correct. The one I have is from Walmart. I don't recall the brand, but there is a video somewhere from long ago that it was in store and I showed the specific piece. Um, but yeah, that's my spiel on shapewear. All right. Thank you again. We're at 124. Why don't we just push it to 6 minutes or so and make that a cool hour and a half? How's that? How's that? What do we have? What do we have? Success, you all caught up? I hope you got the gist of what we've been doing here tonight. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Debs, I love that it was quick though. Flo, storing larger handbags. Um, of course, space is going to be a factor. I have my larger bags primarily they're on a shelf. Let me see if I can quickly turn that around for you all to see where they are. Let me see if I can make that happen. I'm almost afraid to touch it. If I lose y'all, y'all have a wonderful night and I'll see you the next time. But let me see here. My handbags, the big ones are up top. There. And I have bags inside of bags. So this bag here on the end has 3 bags in it. So I nest them. This one has bags, this one has a bag, and then these are, there's nothing in those, but they're large bags. So I take the opportunity to nest where I can to minimize the needed space. And then in the handbag closet, I've allowed for the fact that I will add to those. So I have them now just kind of with some styling on the shelf, if you will. And as I need to add to the handbags, I will just make them side by side like those. What I do encourage is that you try to, if you can, I don't like dust covers. I like to see the bags. And I don't want to have to guess what's in a bag. So I have all of my bags out, even the higher end ones, they're all out. Um, but I do try to be aware of colors that may be touching each other. I do recommend if you are going to have your bags close together that you separate them in the slightest way. There is a quarter of an inch between the blue bag and the burgundy bag and the camel bag, but just enough that they don't touch so there's no color transfer. And I try to be conscious of that with most of my bags, and I haven't really had any issues with color transferring. So I don't mind a bag that has some color transfer on it. It depends on the location of it. So if I buy a bag and it has it, you know, it depends. It depends on what it is. But nesting, I recommend. If you have to store them flat, I would stuff them so they keep their shape. Not to take up a waste that is too big. All right, Velma, I see that. Simple alterations. Now, when I do alterations personally, because ain't nobody gonna see that but me, I don't do the major stuff. I do what's gonna get me through with whatever that alteration is. Um, I mean, it's not gonna be tacky. It's just that I'm not gonna do all the technical things that sewing is to create a simple alteration. So I'm gonna be very basic in that. Awesome, Flo. Glad that helped. Miss E in a slinky dress. Listen, if it looked like a slip to me, it's a slip. That's not a style for me. I think it works on certain body types better than others. I think it's designed to fall off of the body. I don't think that's designed to hug. Um, I can wear a slip dress based on the shape of my body. It's not a style that I will buy. I'm pretty sure that I would wear independently. If I bought a slip dress, I will probably style it in a way that would include a duster, potentially, the same length as the dress. And I think I would probably wear it for an occasion versus a random afternoon. I don't know. But that's not on my to-do list. But I do think they can be attractive. I really, I'm guessing I just don't see I don't see enough of a difference between it and a slip. It's a different fabric, true, but from a style perspective, I have some nightgowns, nighties that look like a slip dress. I guess I could put that on and nobody would say anything because slip dresses are popular, you know? But I typically keep my lingerie under my clothes. It's cool. I like the drape of them. Like I said, I think it looks nice, but that's just my personal opinion. They're not bad, just not for me. I, bias cuts work. I do like them, but it's one of those things. I think that all styles are not for everybody. Literally every body. Um, but it's all about what you're comfortable wearing. So in that regard, if you want to wear it, and that's cool. That's cool. But don't forget to accessorize it. If you wear it, accessorize it. All right, ladies. I think we've done what we came to do tonight. I'm going to sign off because I got some invoices to send out. We're going to get some of those out tonight. Ladies, thank you so very much. Um, we started processing today, so you should hopefully have your invoice by early Saturday, hopefully. If you have not heard from me by noon Saturday, feel free to reach out. Okay. But we're gonna try to get those out to you tomorrow. You know I'm up late, so don't be surprised if it hits at 1 o'clock in the morning. That can happen too. Are we good? Thanks for stopping in and taking some time from your night. AEV! And you almost missed it. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. You didn't know I made a couple of announcements. There was a quick reminder earlier this evening, about 8, a little after 8 tonight. I talked about it last night. I know I said that in the live last night. I'm pretty sure I did. Sorry you missed it. Success has all the details. She got the recap and all that stuff. But I'm happy. Shoot me an email. I'm happy to share what. Watch the replay. Watch the replay. Yeah. Thanks for popping in. Sorry you missed that. Didn't surprise you, Success. I announced it. I did. I announced it Sunday. Hmm. I announced it Sunday. I said it last night, and I put it at the end of my short tonight. That's 3 times. Ladies, have a wonderful night, and we will see you all, or you'll see me, hopefully, tomorrow. Thank you so much. I love you all. Take care. Bye. Mm-mm.